Short and sweet for a Saturday morning. It can be nice to check in when you arrive at the mat. This is a place, a physical place that you come, but also a state that we are creating internally. Start by coming into your body with your awareness, creating a mountain pose where you are tall, relaxed, aligned. It can be nice to ground your hands and arms into the sides of your body lightly, just to give them a place to settle. Settle being a nice word for this moment. Begin breathing with awareness through your nose. Letting the hands find each other at the heart center. Notice the energy of that shape. And back to my initial idea, which was to see how you feel right now. Just a non-judgmental awareness. What's kind of achy? Overall energy. Notice anything that's going on so that we can check back in when we finish. Slow rhythmic breathing, 5 more times. If you tend to extend your belly forward when you're standing, try to gather it underneath you in preparation for plank poses and downward dogs. Breathe in again deeply. Sun salutation preparations. Begin mountain. First position, bring up your arms slowly, lift the plane of your face, breathing in. So the breathing is very slow as part of this process. Forward fold, breathing out. So you can wait to let your breath move. You can breathe extra, chin down. Ardha Uttanasana, half lifting pose. Straighten your arms and your spine, tone your belly. Big transition back to plank pose. Let's start with the knees down. Release your feet. It's okay to start somewhere. And 5. Puppy pose, tuck under your toes and sit back slowly. Stretch your feet, lengthen your spine, elbows out, hands spread, head down. 5 breaths. Focus on breathing deeply into your rib cage, releasing tension. Exhale one more time. Inhale to cow spine. Come up to your hands and knees. Gently extend your spine. Exhale to cat spine. Curl your tail, tuck your chin. 2 more times. Move your pelvis to a slight forward tilt, cow. Pelvis to a back tilt, cat. Focus on the whole spine for 1 more. Try to move from your tail to your cranium and your cranium to your tail. Release. Downward facing dog. Spread your hands. Come through bear pose if you'd like to hover for a moment. Then lift up your knees, press your hands. So we're trying to push the weight back into the feet and the legs. 1. Scan your body, make little refinements, and then hold steady. Try to only use the energy needed. 1 more time. Exhale, weight back into the legs, strong uplift in the low belly. Inhale, half lifting pose. I usually start breathing in after a couple steps. Stretch that inhale as you lift up. Fold towards your legs, breathing out very slowly and completely. Standing up, feel the energy of the inhale and rise with it. Trying to create positive movement patterns. Exhale, mountain pose. Hip distance feet. Utkatasana, 5 breaths. Bend your knees, reach your arms. 1. Calmly, hands away from the hips. 4. 5. Uttanasana. Exhale, fold towards your legs. Uplift in the low belly throughout. So it's a gentle tone. Inhale. Exhale, go back to plank pose. Off the knees now if possible for 1, 2. So calm. Coming into your body with your awareness. Try to not just be your thoughts, be your body right now. Upward facing dog, bring your knees down where they are, release your toes. With tone in your low belly, lift your rib cage, bring your pelvis towards the ground, gaze down. Move your pelvis back, tuck your toes, lift up, downward facing dog, 1 breath. Warrior A with your right foot. I'm shouting over the dogs. Take a little time, breathe freely, rise up to warrior A when you're ready. Learn the pose, and then you can come into it, you know where you're going. 1. What can you soften? 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in again, get some length and energy, and then flow through to downward dog. So this spread hands, leg back, plank, up dog, down dog for 1 breath, or you can already be there. Then the other side, belly lifts, warrior A, find the feet, rise to the reach. 1, 2, so we get a nice big stretch of our hip flexors on that back leg. The front leg is in a squat, getting strength, a little bit of a back bend. I get this big smile when I'm practicing. Breathe in. Get that lengthened energy. Breathe out, flow through. This time we stay in the downward dog for 5. So plank, dip, extend your spine. Play bow pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe try the jump to come forward. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Try a little hop or step lightly and come to half lift. Full breathe out. I'm gonna work my feet back to hip distance for Utkatasana to come in for those 5 breaths again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mountain pose with Pranamasana hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crescent lunge. Step back with your right leg to the ball of your foot or pivot to the ball of your foot and bend your knee. Find your balance and your foundation. Lower the back knee towards the ground and bring the arms up. 2. Steady eyes. 3, 4, 5. Kick it out. Warrior C. Transition. Kick. Other side. Pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lean forward like you're coming to warrior C and then kick it out. Exhale. Breath of fire. Bring up your arms in mountain pose. Open your hands. Exhale, squeeze and pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze and pull. You could want to take up the pace a little bit or continue that slow movement with breath. So pumping the breath, taking out the pauses. Shoulder blades coming down and together. Open and close the hands. Another couple. Then a nice big slow one next time you inhale. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Bend your knees, please. Come to the left side of your mat. Turn out 45 degrees towards the corners of your mat. Bend your right knee and release. Bend your left knee towards your toes and release. Second one. Second one. Third one, maybe add the reach and tap. All the way to center. 4. And 5 for the hold. How's your breathing? Check in. Mind wanders away. We bring it back. From the center. Other side, knee tracks towards the toes. So important, the alignment of the joints. And then you can go out as far as you feel good doing. If you're in alignment, 2. Nice lengthen that inseam of the back leg. 3. Tummy tones to support the torso and the back. And 5. Press your legs straight. Find the center. Goddess. Come down the midline. Plie squat. Focusing on this as a good everyday practice with the inseam and the arches of the feet all connecting up into the pelvis. So try to find knees towards the toes. Then bring the arms into shoulder hug or eagle pose. Lower hips, lift elbows. 1. You can rest your hands on the space between your eyebrows. Breathing out. Use the bandhas, a little bit of glute squeeze to straighten your legs. Star, breathe in. Second side, bring it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow the inhale energy, legs, arms open, stretch to star. Exhale to the wide parallel feet and the forward fold. Do your favorite one. There are lots of variations here. I love D, where you catch the big toes and then bring the elbows wide and the head down. If you want to join me in this one. Slow breathing, calm energy. Feel the uplift in the lowest belly. That helps support and lengthen the back of the body. 4. Come up slightly with your inhale like you're doing half lift pose. Get length. Exhale, fold once more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior B to the front of your mat. So you may need more breaths like that you would just come into warrior B with 1 exhale. But once you know it, you can be partway there. And if you're learning, you're developing, just give yourself a chance to get to know the shapes. One more time. Breathe out. Come to the other side. So we take all that we've done there and repeat, meaning this side where it is. There's some opening across the chest and back here, the front of the hips. Extended side angle pose. stay with your foundation. Lean to rest on your bent knee. Bring your other arm slowly along your ear and bring your face and ribs up towards the sky. Gather your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly strong. So let's try to think of working from the belly center where it just brings all of this together. Back, warrior B. Move slowly into this shape with an exhale. Once you have the reach, give a little bit of a turn towards the ceiling. 1, eyes out towards the elbow or palm in the air. 2, 3, 4, 5. Move from your belly, up and out, back to mountain. Warrior C. Can be nice to reset your feet. Stand first on the left leg, shifting the weight. The other leg goes back. Explore lifting your leg and bowing forward. Find a spot for your eyes. Maybe reach out your arms. So just reset if you need to. Let's hold steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. Do your best. 2, 3, 4, 5. Control, land, mountain. Bend your knees, reach your arms, breathe it. Exhale, slowly fold towards your legs. 5, 4, 3, 1. Walk it back. Vashisthasana, side plank to each side. You can bring down your knee. 1, 2, 3. Lift out of your shoulder. Like you're holding up the whole world with your hand on the floor. And then the other side, a nice big handprint coming down. That shift, definitely using your center, firming your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even here, what can you soften? What doesn't need to be working hard? And back to center. Flow through. 1 more down dog with the 3-leg variations. Possible if you would like, or just hold in center. Start with center. Be centered. And you can pick up your left leg, that straight up in the air. So this makes the downward dog more challenging to have the 3 limbs. You can stay in one spot, or you can explore moving your spine to the side, moving your knee, your hip. Get some space around your femur, your hip joint. Face the floor again and breathe out. Second side. The hands are so important, learning to find that open position. Like I can feel myself using my my fingertips here and making all these little micro adjustments, just like we do with our feet when we're standing. Ease your way back to the center, breathing out. Balasana, your child's pose, make it wide, make it close. Arms where they love to go. Some big back body breaths. Let yourself settle for one more cycle of breath. Come through and sit down. So it's optional to flow through the dog poses or just to come and sit. Malasana, come to your feet, holding your shins. I've got my hands clasped around the shins, sit up tall. Let your knees widen and come through with your chest. Go slowly, lengthening the low back area, trying to ground your inner feet. Nose breathing, calm, steady eyes. One more. Letting it become its kind of related shape, the Baddha Konasana, where we just release to the soles of the feet and see where that leads us. Give yourself a moment here. We can hold a lot of tension in the inseam. So we've already done a little lengthening, but maybe just a little loving touch there, asking that area to soften for the connection from the arches of the feet up to the pelvis. To have a little time. Be twice more. It's touching my knees, but I'm not adding any pressure. That wouldn't be welcome. You can feel it's your body. Just check in. Using the hands is nice to draw the knees out of the shape so that the muscles that we've just lengthened have some support. Lean back, balance on your sacrum, lift your chest, boat pose. Let's do 8 meaningful breaths. So you can stay here holding the legs. You can straighten the legs and hold on. Or if it's in your practice, take out your arms too. 1, not straining. Feel strong in your front body, long in your back body. 3 more breaths. If you need to change, you can at the end as you get tired. 6, 7, 8. Release out of that shape and the feet back down. Janu Sirsasana, a nice calming forward fold too. Come out of that. Feel the energy of the boat and then folding one leg into Baddha Konasana basically, and the other one out. Head out over the straight leg, come out and down. Connect your hands where they reach, bring your head down. Check in with your jaw, make sure you're not creating any tension there. Feel the breath swirl in your mouth. One more time. A little bit of a half lift. Exhale, fold towards your leg. This is part of the practice. We get some strength as we come up. a little chance to float through and move the legs into the other side. Refinements, inhale tall, exhale fold. Not holding back, not forcing. One more time. Exhale deeply. We did the half lift. So inhale again. Exhale deeply when you're ready. Present for the releasing. Not that we aren't always, but we just be with how does it feel to come out of that shape, to be upright again, lean back, pull your ankles into a cross float, and release. Time to come to the back of the body for finishing. If you need a sip of water, now is a good time. You can put your clothing back on, bring stuff you might want for a little rest. And practicing with me, lie down, legs straight. Tuck your chin to resist so that the lie down is controlled, and feel my midsection activating here. Builds strength, and then you relax down into the ground, stretch your arms long, pull your feet in, hip distance, pick up and reset your spine and pelvis. You have a nice long and centered spine, arms up along your ears. Pressing into the feet, lifting up into bridge. I always have to move my head away from my feet a little as I come up to make room. So notice yourself, give yourself enough room. This is interesting to come up with the arms overhead, different than we usually do. Still using them to stabilize. Focus on stretching the fronts of your hips and pressing your feet. 2 more breaths. Next time you exhale, come down slowly. So there's that spinal mobility. Bring your arms down. One more set with the interlace behind the back variation. Bring your feet close to your body, a little wide from each other. Be centered and breathe out. Coming up, press your feet. Stretch the front hips, centered on the head. To bring the arms under the body, one at a time, bring your shoulders underneath you. Tuck them underneath, and then weave your fingers together, stretching the chest. Hip strength, press your feet. One more time, really try to find your full lift up into the shape. Come down gradually, bringing the arms out, bring your spine down. One at a time, bring your knees in. Rock up to forward fold pose. Breathe patiently and calmly into any back body tightness. Just the right amount where your body will comfortably go today. Creating some length around any tightness and softness. Calm energy. One more time. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, lie down, legs straight. Pull your heels in close. Bring your knees. I'm going to bring my other knee in first this time. Knees to chest. Legs to sky. Arms to sky. Long centered neck. Right arm towards the floor. Left leg towards the floor. 5 breaths. Stop at your own point. One more breath is 5. Bring the limbs all to the sky once again. And the other side. So just one set of this alternate reaching. 1. Find the strength of your center. 1 more. Bring it on up. Figure 4 pose. Tuck yourself in. You can have your foot on the floor. Get to know the room you need in your body for this outer hip stretch across the seat, that outer line of the leg and ankle. And start being restful. You're on your back. You could bring a pillow under your head at any point. So the forehead is slightly taller or higher than the chin. Neck is long. One more slow cycle. Take your time. Come to the other side of your body so you get to know this side. How are you today? What kind of space do you need? How does this work for you today on this side? You're treating your body like a friend. What a radical idea. But that's going to bring your ability to have loving energy towards yourself. And if our compassion does not include ourselves, it is incomplete. That loving awareness towards this side of your body, nice and restful. One more. Practicing some of the contentment that is part of the philosophy of yoga. Come out. Rock your knees side to side. Arms come out to stabilize. Let your spine get into it too. Go slowly. So you go all the way to one side with control, going to the other side. Begin to consider your favorite lying twist or the one that you would like to do today. And next time you come to your right side, let that happen. So you can just let your legs come over and resettle to be comfortable there as one way to start that. And your head is turned to the other direction. This is a nice heart line practice. So in some way, the arms can relax, maybe stretch out. Rest your eyes. Breathe very slowly. Inhaling. Exhaling. Taking the time for one more cycle with a long exhale, extra long. And that's going to activate your belly and your bandhas, your lower bandhas, as you change sides. So try to have that tone and awareness in your front body as you move. So that's going to help you move to the other side. Take the time you need to settle into a feel good lying twist. Relax. Try to breathe as completely as possible. Move from your belly center to the back of your body. Minimal refinements. A shorter practice today. 10 cycles of breath in Shavasana is enough. And any more than that in classical yoga is up to you. So here we go. Let go of everything. Let the breath be natural. Throat soft and open. Along that main river of energy. Sensing energy centers. At your heart. Your sacrum. Your belly. Your throat. The space between your eyebrows. The very top of your head. And the root of your torso. Breathing from the root to the crown 3 more times. Two. Exhale. 1 more time as you're ready, breathing in from the root through the spine all the way up. All the way down. Empty, empty, empty. And inhale, open your eyes. Slowly bring your legs one at a time closer to your body. Bring your knees to your chest one at a time. Cross your ankles, rocking up. Come to your hands and knees. And back to a puppy pose. Exhale again. Coming to standing, pull your hands by your knees. Come to your feet. Press your feet and hands to come up. Rise up, reach up, go slowly. Mountain pose, Pranayama hands, breathing in. Take deep breaths. Sort of shorter.